Hello, everybody, and ignore the laughs at my expense here. Thank you for accidentally clicking on another episode of God Hunters. In our last episode, you've joined our new adventurers for their first adventure that you've been a part of in Santa's Fortress, and we return to them in the same exact spot. You all still stand in the loving warmth of Santa's Fortress. The single piece of parchment that Demetrius holds in his hands begins to grow heavier as the reality of what he must do sets in.
Demetrius is going to not drop the letter, but like bring his hands down because he's holding it up. And well, I need to bake something. And he goes right back to the kitchen.
Oh, did he set it down or did he take it with him?
No, he's still got it in his hands.
Demetrius, what does the letter say?
Am I in the kitchen?
You are on your way. I'm assuming you're power walking or power trotting,
clumping.
Yeah, Roscoe's words to Demetrius didn't even register.
What? I'm gonna chase after, probably at a full-on sprint if he's power trotting with my little legs. What? Demetrius, wait.
Come along, Roscoe. I'll show you how to make some apple turnovers.
Okay.
Excuse me. Sergeant Kane is also following the group as you all begin to. I'm assuming everybody is following Demetrius here, or.
Yeah.
Excuse me. These are. We appreciate your help, but these are private quarters.
Demetrius is going to set the letter down on just the nearest table, the nearest surface, and then go and find some flour. Sergeant Kane, I assume you have a sweet tooth.
Well, yes, living in these.
Sit back and I'll make you something fine.
Of course. I am partial to snickerdoodles.
Oh, okay. I love those too. And Demetrius is going to try and find the flour. I will say, for those on the outside of Demetrius, they definitely see that something's amiss about him, I would imagine. He's not presenting himself as normal right now.
Roscoe's going to run and probably have to do a little jump to grab the letter.
And you do pick up that letter, and you unfold it as I imagine Demetrius has kind of folded it up. And on it reads one simple line: Demetrius, Jaehaerys is lost in Hades.
I'm going to take it back to Shamu and Kronkaxar real quick.
Shamu. Oh my god.
Guys.
Oh my god.
Does this name look familiar to you?
Should have kept that item, huh? Shimomo.
Give me that. I take it.
Oh.
And I kind of pull him up off the ground a little bit too.
Just kind of all of a sudden, as you guys are as Kronk, you were reaching for the letter. Damn it! And he slams, Demetrius slams a mixing bowl down kind of on the table, and I'm imagining it kind of bounces off the table, and he just places both hands on the surface and just is kind of looking down at the surface pensively.
Roscoe is going to walk up to him, put a hand on not his shoulder because he can't reach, but
his hoof.
Not his, somewhere on him, somewhere, a notion of support. Demetrius, whatever you need, we're here to help.
Brothers. And he looks up to Shamos and Kronk and then down to Roscoe at his side. We have been through so much together. Incredible things. And I am so proud to have you by my side. There's something you should know about. I considered him family. He was family to me. And what I must do, I cannot ask of you. But I must retrieve him. And while I do consider you brothers, If you choose not to follow me into the very depths of Hades itself, I will understand. But I must retrieve him.
Roscoe's gonna kind of take his hand off and place another hand on his dagger or his rapier, like in it. Still, he's not drawing it. Just put it on there. So. Where do we start?
Well, of course we're going.
Demetrius he's so full of pride right now in you guys that it just his eyes are welling up with tears, but he's stifling them. Thank you.
In the corner, you all see Sergeant Kane. He's got like his hands over his heart, and he's got tears in his eyes, and he's like, "I haven't seen something so beautiful since Santa and Mrs. Claus's 200th anniversary. I will be more than happy to provide any services that I can for you."
Oh, do you want to come with us?
Well,
Sergeant Kane,
of
could you summon Mrs. Claus to the kitchen?
Oh, that was a voice I wasn't quite ready to perform. I assure you that I can provide anything that you may need without summoning a whole new character.
When in doubt, go to Emperor Koji.
Right, exactly.
Hello there! Which is not Emperor Koji. I assumed that this was just... Oh god, I just went back to the... Why do I always go back to British? I don't know why.
Okay,
Anyway,
all right,
let's
all right,
continue.
all right.
Sergeant Kane offers his services to you.
Fair enough, Sergeant Kane. There's one thing I ask of you.
Of course.
The name of whoever gave this letter to Santa.
I wish I had that information for you. All I know is Santa received a mysterious visitor draped in purple garments, and it seemed he was expecting that visitor.
So be it.
I mean, we could just maybe ask Santa.
Santa has gone off for the night.
You are correct.
Okay. So, all right. So where do we go from here?
I was going to ask, do we have any idea of how to get into Hades?
Yes, so Demetrius, you are...
There is a gate, Kronk.
Hmm.
The journey will be hard, and it will be dangerous, but there is a way.
Sounds like a great opportunity to seek honor for my clan.
Indeed.
And also help a good friend.
Well, of course.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready.
Hop aboard, Roscoe.
Well, hold on. I don't know.
Just burst through the kitchen.
I'm already on.
Yeah.
Everybody calm down. If you just listen to the plot of the story, you would understand
Sorry.
that I have a way to get you to your destination.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Or at least
Beautiful.
Roscoe is he's still climbed aboard already.
Now, I'm not sure exactly where you all plan to go. However, we just so happen to have some reindeer in training that would very much benefit from a little bit of practice flying heavy loads.
I don't have my license.
Well, lucky for you, I am very trained in the flight of the reindeer. In fact, I'm their personal trainer. They are very familiar with me.
Oh, wow.
So you are of some use then, Sergeant Kane.
I'm of plenty of use. I don't know where that came from, but sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit rude, but to
I
be fair, we haven't seen you really do anything.
Well, that's because you weren't here to watch me round up the rest of the Yule lads, now were you? You were gallivanting about, doing your thing.
In fact, I was here in this kitchen not too long ago.
Exactly.
What's that on the fridge?
Oh, it looks like brain matter.
It's like someone spilled a little bit of ketchup over there.
Ooh.
Demetrius gives Shamos a side eye and a little smile.
Shama's not.
Well,
Kronk is visibly confused, just like
Roscoe
looking
is
back and forth. Like,
excited at the opportunity to try some ketchup because it's not very popular
No.
in where he's from.
No.
Roscoe,
it's
I don't think
stale,
that
don't.
that's
What?
not a good idea.
Yeah, I guess I could stand to lose a few pounds.
Sergeant Kane,
yes.
we need you to take us to Bohemia.
Fair enough. Now this will be a couple days travel. I hope. Well, actually, it'll be. Let's just hop in the sleigh. I'll prepare the reindeer, and you all make any preparations you will need.
Is anybody hungry?
I could go for a
Yes.
snack.
Oh yes.
Alright.
If you'd like to still make those snickerdoodles, they would be great for the road.
Of course.
And Sergeant
yeah.
Kane turns around, makes an about face, goes through the door, and he is on his way to prepare the reindeer. And if you all would like to elaborate on anything further, now is the time.
I'm gonna say it. This is not ketchup.
No.
Did you already
Oh,
taste it?
Roscoe, good.
I didn't know. I did not taste it, but I can smell it.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna
And-
go over to the door and open it. Oh my god!
There's just
Oh!
still chunks of brain matter in
That's so much ketchup.
there. Who's so sloppy with the hot dogs?
Who did this?
Clearly one of the elves.
What more can you tell us about Jerry's?
Demetrius is going to stay focused and really in a really efficient manner. He's collecting ingredients from cabinets, and he's kind of walking back and forth and bringing them to that center table where he's like putting everything together. And as he's doing that, he's going to respond. Jerry's and I, as I told you before, we are brothers. I owe Jaharis my life. He had saved it on many an occasion. Due to my recklessness and my zeal for violence, I had put myself in very precarious positions. And we developed a bond. A strength unmatched by any that I had known. Growing alongside Jaharis as soldiers and closer as brothers, I got to know him and the true man of honor that he is. And I also got to know his family, his young bride Olivia, and their two beautiful children. That is, until they were taken from him. Tried as we had to save them, we could not. And he had been taken. And I tried in vain to recover my comrade. And after I was detained, I made it my life's journey to try and find him and to bring him justice. And to bring him that small sense of family and brotherhood that we share together. There's one thing that vexes me. I don't understand. Jaharis, he should not be in Hades, brothers. He is a man of faith. And what confuses me is that a man of such honor and purity found himself in such a dark and foul, evil place. The only thing I can think of is maybe if he somehow haplessly took the lives of some refugees. But outside of that, I don't see how
Sounds like he would never do that.
Yeah, I mean,
Possibly
Sounds like a
find
good
himself
man.
in Hades. But
I mean,
I am
that-
determined nonetheless to find him and to save him. And I am truly honored to be with you all.
How long ago was it when you were separated from him?
It couldn't have been more than 2 years now. Right before I met you all.
Just trying to think what could have happened to him to have him end up in Hades.
This whole world is upside down, as we all know.
So hopefully he didn't kill any innocent people.
No, I don't
He's
think he
looking
would
for
have done that
refuge.
on purpose, just from what I've heard.
I don't believe you would have either, Roscoe.
What about haplessly murdering an unarmed creature?
I just think that you might be maybe looking too deep. Like, he could just be in trouble.
Maybe
Roscoe's
throwing
right.
a knife at
But-
them while they're cowering.
You're just being insensitive now.
Fearful. Knowing the end is near.
Well, I'm gonna go find that guy, and I'm gonna get him to slay
This
him.
doesn't sound like the same guy.
We all will, Roscoe.
Maybe he's not the man you knew him to be.
I just think we should just help our friend. Roscoe is now in the sleigh.
Hold on. Okay, are we? Hello, I'm Sergeant. I'm
Just
Sergeant.
mute your mic. Mute your mic for a second, Zach.
I'm
Brothers,
Sergeant.
hear me. Listen. This whole world has been turned upside down. But whatever may have happened that brought Jaehaerys down there, it doesn't matter to me. The man I know him to be, he doesn't deserve such a fate. And we, through pain and death, will rescue him. Are you with me?
Always.
Damn right! And then he slams his fists on the table.
Ah!
Let's go!
Sergeant Kane
Wait.
pops his head through the door. Please don't. It's very expensive. And he pops it back out.
No, sorry.
Wait, the snickerdoodles.
For later. We should
No.
go.
Oh, I'm hungry.
Okay, all right. So,
It-
montage of them
How about
Yeah.
when you were
Montage
doing
of
that
them
whole
baking.
monologue?
He was cooking the whole time.
He's going through that.
King
Jerry
I just imagine with like a white chef's hat, like,
the
Can
apron.
Kronk like actually bake the cookies, like put a little char on them, like with,
ooh, I could.
his breath?
So yeah. I like it.
I can
like
use
it.
my fireball.
No.
Oh,
Might be a little bit overkill.
I would recommend not doing that. There's a meme about fireballs.
Yeah.
Just
Does Roscoe have like baking mitts on, but they go like all the way up to his shoulders?
His like elbows.
It's his shoulders.
Damn, what are you, like 6 inches tall?
He's a wee boy.
He's a little guy. He's 2'11".
But it was
Tells you- He's 3 feet. That's what
yeah,
I said.
yeah, that's what I thought you said.
Sorry, that moment was a bit drawn out. I was coming up with with a dialogue.
No, I like it. I like
On the
it.
spot.
Roscoe is crying.
So snickerdoodles made with love, passion, and more aggression than any snickerdoodle has ever been made before. You bring a piping hot tray of a ooey gooey goodness out to the now completely put together and fully formed armada of fresh reindeer with
Wow.
with Sergeant Kane sitting at the pilot's seat in the back. So this is kind of it resembles more of a chariot shape than it does a full-on sleigh, but it's a very long chariot and has more than enough room to accommodate you all.
Awesome. How many hit points per cookie do they provide? Cookies provide
0, but
Oh.
they fill you with a lovey goodness every time
so like
you take
inspiration points.
a bite.
Advantage at the very least.
Yeah,
on every-
you have made just enough cookies that everyone gets 1 point of inspiration, which we have not
hell
touched on
yeah.
in like months.
That's why I said it.
Well, nobody's really. I mean, you know what? That's my fault. I haven't. I've also just kind of forgotten about inspiration, but it's a very important aspect. And yes, you all get 1 point of inspiration for eating
Nice.
these cookies.
Yay!
As our bond increased to level 4,
You are
having all baked
Peter.
together.
our bondage meter.
Whoa, phrasing.
Roscoe's bondage meter is much higher than everyone else.
Well, whenever you are ready, the reindeer have been prepared.
Look at this fleet of inferior creatures.
Well,
Prepare.
Demetrius.
Prepare for yourselves for a challenge. As he
Oh,
climbs aboard.
They are quite ready for the challenge, to be sure.
He's pretty heavy. I mean,
That's like
How
he's
is
a
he
ton.
sitting? How is he sitting in there? Actually,
Well, like I said, it's more of a chariot shape. So think of almost kind of like a flatbed truck.
it's a flatbed truck in my head now, and it works.
Nice.
And it's just
I like it.
it's just like really long, and it's got like little those, what would you call them, skates, I guess, on the bottom, so they can go through the snow easy.
Mhm.
Yeah. So now I'm envisioning a tow.
Does it
like
have
a long
suicide
flatbed
doors?
tow truck.
No, it's just like the back half of a flatbed truck.
I mean, I'm just still picturing the cab and all, with reindeer towing it.
It's better that way.
It's just a flying pickup.
It's just a Ford F-150 getting flown by a reindeer.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Now.
F-150 Super Duty.
As they're taking off, there's some fantasy version of Like a Rock playing.
So you all take off, and Sergeant Kane begins to speak to you. Now, be aware, these reindeer are still in training, so it may take just a little longer than is to be expected. And so you all begin to fly through the night sky, and soon you are out of the icy tundra. And after around 4 hours of travel, you will be headed toward a forest bearing massive trees. Trees so tall that you can almost reach down and brush the tips of them from how high you are. It'll be about this time. Oh, wait, sorry. Let me... sorry to inform you all, but the reindeer seem to be showing signs of exhaustion, and we'll be having to land for about a day's rest here. And
Where are you gonna land?
I'm going to land right outside of this large forest that we haven't entered yet.
Very well.
And he starts to let the reindeer descend here, and you all land about, let's say, a few hundred feet from the entrance of the forest.
how many reindeer are there, by the way?
There's 8.
Okay.
Yeah. This is so during the flying time, he kind of told, let's say it came up in conversation, why not, because I wrote it anyway. And he told you that these are the new reindeer, as while the current lineup, Donner, Prancer, and Vincent and all of them have many decades before they would need to retire. It's still important to start early, as reindeer training can take a very long time, and on Santa's route there's no room for mistakes.
And how many snickerdoodles do we have?
Just enough to get you through the travel that you've just gotten through, and give you each 1 point of inspiration.
Okay. I was gonna
All
give
right.
one to the reindeer, but that's fine.
Aw.
There's you know what? There's one left. There's one lone snickerdoodle left. Which reindeer are you gonna give it to, Krunkaxar? Which reindeer are you going to spoil while the rest give you glares of hatred?
Damn.
Well, when you put it like that.
All right, boys.
So should we make camp for the day? The night?
Yeah, Demetrius is gonna just start setting up camp.
Roscoe is really excited to go kill something.
Oh, okay, all right.
Sergeant Kane,
Yes.
what's that over there?
Um.
I,
What is that?
I'm not aware of
no. Oh,
grass.
okay, as he turns to look, I shove the cookie in his mouth.
Delicious.
Oh wow.
Truly compliments to us and our friend here. Now, as far as if you're asking where we are just outside of the Forest of Giants.
Are there like giants in here, or is it because the trees are like big?
Ah, excellent question, Roscoe. In fact, it is both. Because the trees of this land are so big, the giants decided to make it home.
Well, are they mean?
No,
Oh,
they're swell people.
I never met one, and I'm, you know.
As Santa puts it, they are a true and hardy people.
Truly honorable people.
Okay.
People of the land.
I'm sorry, you say giants?
Yes, as the name implies, the force of the giants.
Careful, Roscoe. They may not see you.
You know,
Do
I don't
they
even know what your name is, and I'm gonna
do they
go.
enjoy watching the sunset?
It was a genuine moment of concern. It wasn't a backhanded comment about your height, you jackass.
To answer your question, Kronk, I assume many do. While the force has become very dangerous as of late, as Santa has told me, he's also told me the giants are very peaceful people, despite their size.
I bet they'd be willing to fetch us some water if we ask nicely.
Yes, that's a swell idea.
Oh, Shamu should be able to do that.
Oh dear. Sergeant Kane has been kind of doing his rounds on the reindeer and has stopped at one in particular.
Uh-oh.
Gentlemen, I regret to inform you of this, but it seems one of the reindeer has experienced an injury during flight. And you see one of the reindeer kind of keeping the pressure off of one of its legs.
Oh, Demetrius feels that. Oh.
Unfortunately, due to its injury, we may be here a bit longer, and it may suit you better to continue on foot.
Well,
Very well. Let me tend to that creature's injuries. I'm familiar with that.
Ah, yes, of course, please.
Do I need to roll anything? He's just gonna
Uh,
do some like standard wound care.
I roll a, let's just say like a Constitution check.
Okay.
Get the first roll of the day here.
That is a 14 altogether.
A 14? Okay, you patch it up. You splint it pretty well, wrap it up in some gauze, and determine that it's not a major injury, but it's still something that that should be kept off strenuous duty.
I disclose all that information to Sergeant Kane.
Ah, thank you, sir. I don't know if I'd have been able to do it nearly as quickly, assess the situation nearly as quickly as you have. However, due to your assessment there, I still would recommend perhaps continuing on foot to your destination due to the nature of the injury.
Yes, it seems narratively that seems more exciting. So we will.
Ah, yes, I'm glad you picked up on that.
how far from Bohemia are we?
Well, from where we are, if you should go straight through the forest, you should be there in about another 7 days' travel. However, as I said, due to the dangerous nature of the forest as taken forth recently, you could go around. However, that would add another week to your travels there. And if time is of the essence, it may be more beneficial to go straight through.
Yeah, I could totally see how that would advance the narrative and put us in a position where we might have to do something.
I agree.
Yes, an astute figure you are, Sergeant Kane.
I'm glad you also see the importance of this.
So we'll just leave you here by yourself then.
I appreciate that, as it would be another character I don't have to remember. However, feel free to rest for the night until you make way, as it is around nightfall.
Oh, is it?
It is.
Wow.
As I know that doesn't make sense timeline-wise, but well, okay. So timeline-wise, it would put you at about 3 a.m., right?
Okay.
And so
I have no idea.
And so
didn't know we were
you'd probably want to sleep about now.
Okay.
Yes, I'm feeling a bit sleepy.
I hope the giants offer us some water.
Yes, I could do
Shamus is
some.
already asleep,
Just
so
give it up, man.
He got
Alright.
tired of everyone else's bullshit. basically.
You all sleep through the night, wake up in let's say 11 a.m. in the morning, and are free to continue your adventure however you deem fit.
We'll just wait for the reindeer's leg to heal, I think.
Okay, you all wait 6 months and.
So do you guys think we should go through it or go around?
Well, and Demetrius is stretching but also shitting at the same time.
Oh dear God.
I assume this is something you all are familiar with at this point.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's away from the camp.
Yeah,
He would always excuse himself.
Roscoe's actually doing the same thing.
Oh my. A warning would have been appreciated.
For
Well,
what?
it seems only logical to go right through the forest, narratively speaking.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Well, I'm ready to embark whenever you are. Roscoe, would you like to climb aboard?
You know what? I think I've been working on my self-esteem, and I think it would just
Please,
help
can we
let it
go?
sometime.
Please, my tummy has the rumblies. I'm hungry. Please.
Okay, you all begin to walk your way into the forest. And,
Holy
and-
Oh, Jesus, dude.
yeah. And as you walk through, you all begin to immediately take notice of the massive scale of all the things around you. It's not only the trees that are 10 times their normal size, it seems to be just about everything in the forest that's overgrown. As you walk the trail, a line of ants as large as rats march their way across their path, each carrying chunks of what seems to be decayed meat. As they pass
big
you
ants.
and continue your journey, you notice birds the size of humans soaring overhead in the canopy, and squirrels the size of you, Demetrius. At one point, while carrying
Squirrels?
Squirrels.
I'd like to give one of the squirrels a nod.
It doesn't notice you as it's foraging.
Wow.
Respect.
At one point, while carrying along, you feel a deep, rhythmic rumble in the ground, only to find the source to be a single buck, towering over you at about 20 feet tall, searching along the brush for its daily supply of food.
My God.
Why is everything so large?
Is everything so large or have we shrunk? I don't know of the magic in this forest. I'm not familiar with it.
I don't know, but he's big.
Damn big.
Shamos, what do you think?
It's big.
Astute observation.
Really glad we're all into
Really,
it, fellas.
really a keen eye, Shabos.
That's why you're here.
The sharpest among us.
Say what you want about Shamos, but he tells it like it is.
He does, man. He's hungry. He's big.
He busy eating burgies.
Moving on.
Yes, as you all continue on, after about a couple days travel here, you all notice something odd along the tree line up ahead. Something off color about the tree line fencing.
Guys.
Oh God, I fucked up. Something off color about the tree line fencing the trail up ahead.
Guys, there's something odd about that tree line.
The one fencing off the trail?
Yes.
I hadn't noticed it until just
Can
then.
you all just like come up with your own fucking dialogue?
Sorry.
It is D&D. You can do anything and say anything that is not literally the script of what I wrote.
All right. All right, so I'm sorry. Say this one more time.
After you have been traveling for a couple days, normally just through the trail of this huge, literally giant forest, you all notice something off color about the tree line fencing this trail up ahead.
Gotcha.
What's that?
It looks strange. So I don't know how to explain it, but
I'd like to
something's off.
I'm gonna do a perception check on it, maybe.
Okay,
Nice.
well, let's go ahead and just like approach it a little closer.
Now let's keep
And-
walking.
And as you do, and
Clop,
as you
clop,
approach this oddity,
clop.
you notice that clinging on to some of the trees nearby seems to be some sort of fleshy blob. Multiples of these fleshy blobs kind of polka dotting the trees as you move forward. The blobs don't seem to show any signs of interest to you. However, they do seem to be heaving up and down, almost as if they are breathing.
Ooh.
So
And
that's-
these are attached to the trees? They're, like
Yes.
clinging on the trees?
Think of it almost like leeches, the way that they look.
Are they transparent?
No, they are very much flesh colored.
Okay.
Oh,
Faceless creatures.
could any of us? I think I know what this is, James. But would any of us have come into contact with this yet?
Not even a little bit.
All right.
Damn.
So remember that in character.
All right.
Whoa. Wait.
Yeah.
Demetrius wants to like keeping his distance. He wants. Can I perceive? Like, is it a healthy looking flesh or is it like a rotted looking flesh?
Oh,
Why don't you make a perception roll? And this is going to be a very low perception roll, but why don't you just go
Oh,
ahead and make it?
Steven just
9.
tipped me off.
9. Yeah, this doesn't look like a very healthy flesh.
Oh no.
It seems to be damaged and decayed almost.
Oh, dude, and that's what the ants were carrying.
I hate that.
Roscoe, go poke it.
No.
No. Wait. We don't know. Okay.
You don't know anything. You have never seen anything like this.
Well, outside of character, I think I know what this is.
I'm sure
Yeah,
that you
But
do.
yeah,
Agreed.
Steven,
I
you
think
tipped
we all
me
do.
off to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had literally no idea.
I didn't know until Steven said anything.
Damn. If only somebody else had said something.
Well, you said that, but I was like, what could it? Well, okay. So the thing was, you were like, oh, like I think James knows what this is, and I'm like, what could it be? And then Steven was like, is it healthy or like decaying? And I'm like, oh,
Damn. Does it seem perceivably hateful?
is it angry?
It looks pretty angry. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
it looks
Has it got a
no.
frowny face? Like,
No, but it looks like when you scratch a bug bite too hard.
Oh.
oh,
Oh
ew.
no.
What the
I guess.
f-
All right.
ew.
Well, not aware of it. Demetrius is just gonna cautiously walk forward.
Dimitri, be careful.
About how close would you say you're getting into it?
30 feet.
Oh, the number.
It's not very close.
That's not close at all.
That's
like
close enough.
you're already like 30 feet from it.
I'm trying to keep.
You're probably already close. Well, you know, I would say, yeah, you would probably even be closer than that. Yeah, just to like
that Dungeons and Dragons distance, baby.
30 feet is a lot.
Just trying to keep clear of that jump distance. I know. Realistically, he's probably like 10 feet away.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Nothing changes from that.
Does it make a
What?
noise?
I don't like it at all, and I think we should stay away from it.
I don't like the smell of this.
Does it make a noise? Does it go like bleed, bleed?
It does have sort of a raspy kind of sound to it as it heaves up and down.
Gross.
Yeah, no, that's fucked. I'm going around.
We avoid this. Let's just move on.
Yeah,
Hmm.
let's be cautious.
Yeah, is there another way around this?
You could. So you all are currently on a trail, and there is the one trail that so far that you have noticed that goes through this forest. There has been no deviations, no forks, no hidden paths up until this point, and you all continue to see none of those.
Well,
These
But
blobs are dotting.
We can cut off the trail, though.
You can, but as you've seen these blobs, as you've like gotten deeper into this forest, these blobs have become more apparent at the deeper you've gotten into it.
Like all over?
No. Right now, it has gotten to the point. Let's say that there's like maybe 5 or 6 per one of these gigantic, and I'm talking like hundreds of feet tall trees.
Okay.
Wow, this. Ooh.
We'll just stay safely. Like I say,
I
trail
should iterate that this trail is also massive. You're talking
Oh.
a trail that would be wide enough for giants to walk through.
Well,
well, yeah,
whatever.
we're fine.
Demetrius is gonna proceed, but like as far away from it as he can.
Yeah.
So
And
you-
I'm going to follow.
You all are
Yes.
sticking to like right into the middle of the trail.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Right.
Just avoid this.
Okay. You all center yourselves in the trail and continue to go deeper and deeper into the woods. And as you do, it becomes obvious that these blobs have completely taken over the forest of giants. Every tree and every spar piece of brush on the trail is covered with more and more of these blobs the deeper that you traverse into it, until the trees are completely covered, becoming 300-foot tall stalks of pulsating flesh and pus.
Something is very wrong.
Yes. This does not sit well with me.
Be on your guard for anything.
Everything, it seems.
I'm just gonna, I guess, keep continuing.
Yeah, actually, Demetrius is he's gonna fashion a torch.
Okay. You fashion yourself a torch, and now you have a torch.
Okay.
+1 torch.
This is just to kind of keep it away.
Right. I see what you're saying. Just kind of like, stay back, foul beast.
I light it for him with my fire breath.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I should have asked. Thanks for the light.
As you all continue cautiously through these woods, a giant flesh-covered figure falls from the trees and lands with a sickening splat, flattening onto the ground like gelatin. It slowly begins to move again, bones snapping and molding back into place as the flesh takes the form of a coyote. It begins to drag itself toward you, a gurgling sound emitting from its snarling mouth. This is the giant coyote, by the way. To give it a perspective of size, this would probably be like a 12-foot tall coyote.
Whoa, fucking huge.
God.
This is the forest of giants.
I didn't know that
And-
meant everything was giant.
That's what I explained earlier. You-
I know. It's messing.
I was like, Jake, I swear to God.
I'm gonna,
God.
Roscoe is gonna draw his short bow.
Yes, you are, and you're also gonna all roll initiative here.
I knew it.
Oh.
Oh my God. Okay. Woo.
13.
15.
16.
3.
That feels bad.
3.
Steven, you said what?
Fuck me.
16.
16. Okay, so the order is Demetrius with a 16, Kronk with a 15, Roscoe with a 13, the Coyote with an 8, and Shamamama with a 3.
What is the distance of this
Wow.
coyote?
So original.
You should have kept that item I gave you.
We got a comedian.
I gave you an item. This made everybody say your name right. And you're like,
DM/comedian.
and you're like, I'm not gonna use it.
Gave me what?
Remember Santa gave you that item? It
The
was like a
little
ring
pendant?
or a pendant, and it made it so like if people missaid your name, you'd hear it correctly.
Oh my god.
And you were like, I'm not gonna wear it. And I said, okay.
You're just exaggerating it. You're not even like.
Shamamama.
Shamana.
All right. What is the distance of this coyote?
This coyote is about 40 feet from you.
Damn. Okay.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Demetrius is going
you're
to-
switching it up.
Yeah. Nice. Just out of reach. Demetrius is going to pull his. He has his weapon, his trident, slung to his back. He's going to unsheath that in one hand, and then he's going to give up his turn. But but he's gonna hold the torch like slightly behind him. Wait, no, Roscoe's not on me, is he? Roscoe's
No,
walking, right?
Roscoe's been
No.
walking, I assume.
Yeah.
Shit. Roscoe,
Yeah.
light your arrows. And he holds kind of the torch down towards Roscoe.
Ooh.
All right, that is your turn. I'm actually going to count that as your action, so you didn't give up your turn. That is your action.
Yep.
Kronk, that brings it down to you.
Okay. I don't like this. Well, I do have some javelins,
Ooh.
so I'm going to.
How many?
4.
Ooh,
Okay.
interesting.
So I'm going to take a javelin and throw it at the beast.
Okay, what's your, I guess go ahead and roll an attack roll. Oh, you are, I'm sorry, just outside of your effective range. So you'd have to move up a little bit if you want to be. 30 feet is your effective range with that without having disadvantage.
Does his
Okay.
point of inspiration count at all?
You can use it to throw it from here and negate that disadvantage.
No,
But if
I'll
you-
move up 10 feet.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, he like kind of runs up and like Olympic style throws it.
Yeah. I
Ooh, I
can
like
appreciate
that.
that.
Sick. Does he let out a roar when he does it too?
Yeah.
All right, so roll an attack roll to see if you lodge this javelin into your flesh-covered coyote.
Do I get any bonuses like Dex mod? Or...
They are a throwing, so it would be dex, and this is a ranged attack. So unless you are specifically proficient in thrown weapons, you would just add your dexterity mod to it.
Okay. All right.
And this is going to be a 1d6.
I rolled
no.
a 5.
No.
You rolled a 5? Unfortunately, so you throw it and you just kind of get like let's say you like stumble over a large root and it hits it, but it just doesn't have enough force behind it. Then it bounces off of its hide, and that's gonna bring us down to Roscoe.
Yep. So before you Google it, I have it pulled up. The normal range without disadvantage of the short bow is up to 80 feet.
Okay, you're fine then.
Damn. Nice.
All right.
was
So
interesting.
I'm gonna light an arrow, and before I do this, he has not taken a turn yet, has he?
Who?
The coyote.
He has not. No.
Okay, I'm gonna use my
fourth. Right?
assassinate ability. It just says starting at 3rd level, you're at your deadliest. When you get the drop on your enemies, you had advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in combat yet.
Okay, dope.
So let's
Dude, I'm
see.
getting Gendrix flashbacks.
So with advantage, the second one is going to be 18 plus whatever my mods are.
That
If I can-
hits.
Okay.
You hit.
All right. So with the fire, how do you want to? Is there any difference in damage with the lit arrow?
We're gonna say that's going to cause burn damage. We'll give you like an extra +2 on damage.
Okay. So 1d6, 12 damage.
12 damage. Hot damn. You launch this fire arrow right at excuse me. You launch this fire arrow right at the coyote, and it lands directly in where its eye normally would be, and you hear a kind of gurgled yelp, and you see it writhe in pain, and that's gonna bring it down to the coyote's turn, in which he's pissed and he's going to start to stumble his way toward you about 15 feet. So he is now 25 feet away from the rest of you all. And it's just at this point that you all hear a commotion about 40 feet behind you. And you hear, "Don't let it touch you!" And when you all turn to look to see where the source of the voice came from, you will see a group of 4 adventurers currently fighting off a sickly mouse, or several sickly mice the size of minivans. Each of them is garnished in what appears to be completely black but strangely shiny leather. However, you don't have too long to focus on this before you all have to turn your attention back to the coyote approaching you. And that's going to bring it down to you, Shamos.
Really? Oh, okay. I'm going to just cast a lightning bolt on this thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Do
alright.
that. I'm not
Harry.
familiar with spells like that.
I just had it pulled up.
He
Apologies.
doesn't even know Jahary's, and he's making him proud, dude.
A stroke of lightning forming a line 100 feet long and 5 feet wide blasts out from you in a direction you choose. Each creature in the line must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 8d6 lightning damage on a failed save.
Holy shit!
That's awesome.
That's a
Damn.
lot of damage.
That's so awesome.
That's
a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Some flex tape.
I'm gonna roll a dexterity saving throw. What's your dex level? Oh no, I'm sorry. You use what? Charisma or wisdom
I
for
think it's a
your
wisdom.
spells,
It'd be wisdom.
Shamos?
For my spells,
You're a
it's,
sorcerer, right?
It's charisma, I thought.
Yeah,
for women.
I think you're a sorcerer, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think sorcerers use charisma. So what's your
They do
charisma level?
use- my charisma is 19.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
Okay, I have to beat like a 15 to fucking.
Let's
And
go.
I'm gonna let you know I didn't beat a 15. Go ahead and roll me 8d6. I fucking guess.
Oh,
It's gonna be a
yes.
shorter episode than I thought it was gonna be.
This is gonna be a satisfying moment.
8d6?
Let's go.
8d6.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Is there any mod on that?
Charisma.
Oh my god. What's that, like +4?
Plus he gets proficiency because it's a fucking spell.
Jesus. How long have you been holding this?
He just hasn't had a chance to use it yet.
you,
Apparently.
Doing the math, give me a sec.
You remember he annihilated Meat Hook?
yeah, with a fucking fire spell or something.
He was weak, though. He was weak.
Yeah, well, this thing's
So
not. I guess I need to start buffing my dudes, because God bless.
Yeah, brother.
Hold on a second, brother. You did start us off at level 10, right?
Mhm.
So, I mean, I had this spell available.
Yeah, but your regular characters don't fucking do this kind of damage.
Okay.
So we're taking advantage of it.
That's 28 total.
Yeah, you fucking annihilate.
I'm just going to
Damn.
stand there. I'm going to say, it's Shamos!
Yes.
And you unleash a furious bolt of lightning that arcs its way almost majestically through the trail and strikes the flesh-covered coyote, which has a sort of violent seizure before it violently explodes, leaving the flesh covered more along the trees and trail in front of you.
Yeah, also, the lightning ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried. So, yeah, everything should probably...
Well, unfortunately, the flesh isn't necessarily flammable,
If I... Oh,
What about
okay.
the trees and the grass?
which are also covered in flesh.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot of flesh.
It's a lot of flesh.
Well, Shamos.
As that happened, I want to say that you scared the fuck out of Roscoe, and he dropped his bow.
Who's the closest, by the way? Did anybody move forward?
It's me.
Oh, I rolled an 18. Jake, I'm sorry, I should say Kronk. You look down and you notice a small piece of the splattered flesh has gotten on one of your hands.
Oh,
Oh, no.
You don't know that.
What's the matter, Kronk?
this flesh, it got on me.
Well, flick it off.
Get it off. It's unsanitary.
I'm afraid to touch it.
You're already
Shake
touching
it
it.
off, man.
Okay, I'm gonna try to shake it off.
You try to shake it off to no avail, and as it as you do, you notice that it's grown larger the next time you look at it.
Can you burn it off?
I can try. Can I attempt to use my fire breath on it?
Yeah, just go ahead and use it.
Okay, I'm gonna use it.
You try to char the flesh off, which causes no damage to you just because you're so used to your own flame. And you notice that it seems to have no effect once the smoke is cleared. It's about this time that you see that the other adventurers in their shiny black armor have finished up their bout with the flesh-covered mice and are beginning to rush over to you. One in particular, a small gnome, is using what seems to be some kind of jet-powered boots. Basically, boots that are projecting some kind of fire from the bottom of them and making it is moving extremely quickly toward you. The small gnome has landed kind of just like right in front of, or I guess behind, your all's party, and he says, Did it touch you? Are you guys okay?
It's on my hand.
Oh no. And he pulls a small vial of bright blue liquid from a seemingly hidden pouch, and he immediately pours it over the affected area, Kronk, and
Okay.
you see the flesh begin to wither and fall off, almost as and it kind of sithers on the ground.
Oh my god.
That was a close call. If I was
uh,
too much later, you would have been taken over.
Thank you, stranger.
Of course.
Who are you guys?
As you ask that, the rest of the crew has approached you, and you all see these 4 individuals up close. First and foremost, you see the small gnome, about knee-high to a normal-sized human, donning a short and scruffy, pure white beard. Behind him, you see 2 Seleki twins, shark people. One, a broad and rugged, badly scarred male holding a pair of Persian war swords, and the other, a strong and stoic-faced female wielding a claymore the size of herself. And lastly,
Dude.
a comparatively normal-looking male with long swept-back brown hair and a charming smile, with one arm that dons a bright silver ring. And he reaches that hand out toward you.
Howdy there. Let me introduce ourselves. My name's Chester Trucksweat. My friends call me Chester. And these are my friends Dorsey, Tim, Finn, and we're the Megalodons. As you can see, the forest is not quite the safest place to travel right now. And I'd make a friendly suggestion to turn back in order to keep yourself safe.
The megalo what?
The Megalodons.
What is that?
It's like a big shark, like really, like kind of giant, you know?
No, what? Why do you call yourselves that?
Well, these 2 are shark people, and
He removes his ring and immediately grows to 30 feet tall.
Whoa, jeez.
And we're gonna
You'll
add
all
hold on,
be
and we're gonna add an effect to this.
and well, as you can see,
And he puts the ring back on and shrinks back to his normal size.
What's the effect we're gonna add when he shrinks? Like,
Yeah.
little Mario effect. When
Yeah.
The Mario.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we don't just go around it. What race is Kronk again?
I'm a dragonborn.
We don't just go around and call ourselves the Dragonborns. I mean, what's the purpose of having a name like that?
We could have a name.
I suppose we probably should.
We are pretty cool.
it builds
The more
team
pressing-
chemistry.
The more pressing question is, what is this? And he points to all the flesh around the trees. and everything.
Anywhere, literally anywhere.
This is a curse. This is beyond the gods and beyond any man. We call this the flesh that hates.
Where does it come from?
Well, that's what we've been trying to figure out. We've been trying to find out a way to destroy it. Destroy it completely. Eradicate it.
Seems like you may be onto something with that small vial your small friend used.
Well, that's a step in the right direction. It's a special kind of water from a lake outside of Bohemia, deep in a cave. It's a rare commodity, though, not something that's easily accessible, and only works on the flesh in its early stages. When it gets to what it looks like right now, it doesn't have any effect.
Well, I appreciate you using some of your very small supply on me.
Truly.
Friend,
How
I'm more than happy to save any life that I can.
long have you been in
Roscoe.
this forest?
Couple months now, if I'm not mistaken. I grew up in this forest.
Have you now?
I have. However, it's only been recent that I've returned.
So you amongst the giants that live here?
I am. If my display of giantism wasn't enough for you.
No, I was just piecing it together. Wanted to be sure.
He was big.
Do you know the quickest way out of here? We need to get through the forest as soon as we can.
I'm gonna say
We
it.
do.
We're going to Bohemia, and okay.
Sorry.
You have no reason to apologize, friends. In fact, we do know the way out of here. However, it's dangerous, and while I'll promise that our crew can do everything we can, we can't assure your safety. That's why we recommend you turn back. It's the safest path.
We can't.
We have a mission.
Dimitri's friend is in danger. He needs our help. He's trapped in Hades.
I know a little something about friends that need help. And I can't turn away a man on a mission. Why don't you follow us back to camp, and we'll set up for the night and head out for the exit tomorrow.
We appreciate that.
Roscoe's gonna reach his hand up like as high as he can for a handshake. I'm Roscoe.
I'm Finn.
Did
And
they do like a high five, or did they have Did they have hands?
yeah, of course they have hands. So think of the Saliki as pretty much like normally sized humans, maybe a little like sturdier, a little buffer naturally. Blue skin, kind of scaly skin. On their backs they have dorsal fins, and on the sides of their necks they have gills, but otherwise look pretty much what a human would look like.
I just imagine left and right shark.
You know what? If that helps, then yes.
Demetrios is going to cross one arm like across his chest, and he bows slightly. My name is Demetrius.
While Finn is shaking Roscoe's hand, Dorsey returns the bow. I am Dorsey. This is my brother Finn.
Well met to all of you. We appreciate your help. Let's get out of here.
Agreed. I think.
Before we go,
Oh,
everyone should do a quick once-over just to make sure it hasn't touched you or is anywhere near you.
that'd be smart. The flesh could be mighty sneaky.
And
Everybody
yeah,
check.
you all do a quick once over, and the megalodons give you a nice little once over themselves, just to get the spots that you can't see, and they assure you that you are safe.
Thank you.
Of course.
You are led through more of these fleshy trees, ensuring to remain a healthy distance from anything that has already been infected. And after a short walk, you will you hear Chester say,
Camp's right up ahead, but listen, you need to prepare yourselves for what you're about to see.
and as you enter a clearing, it is an absolute oasis of green grass, strong, sturdy trees, and a bright blue sky that stretches above you for several thousand feet. However, a peculiar sight in the center of camp catches your eye. There, near the center of the clearing, next to the makeshift camp, you see several towering figures covered in the same fleshy material that you saw covering the coyote, the mice, and the trees, along with one horse-headed figure covered in the same fleshy substance. End scene.